Well, good day everyone. My name is Paul T. And today we're going to take a look at a neat little item that most people have in their cars, it seems, these days. And it's as you can see in front of me, it is a GPS. I'm just going to try to turn the key on here, and we'll have the GPS. It's a Magellan Roadmate. I'll turn down the radio, and you can probably see a warning comes up: during vehicle operation, you're not supposed to use this. So we'll go back to the menu here, and when you first bring this up, you're going to have a menu where you're able to enter the address that you need to enter by pressing this one here. Points of interest, previous, so it remembers where you've been, an address book in case you've saved something there, intersections, things, then it goes back to the map. So let's take a look. This is showing where we are now. I've got it laid out sort of at like a 360, so it's showing the lay of the land, corners and twists and intersections, and that's kind of a neat angle actually to have your GPS, because it keeps you aware of what the road conditions are. But let's go to the menu and we'll enter an address. So you press the address button and you can put the city, and it talks to you. Of course, you've got a lady talking to you. It picks the first one, Halifax, Nova Scotia. So I'm going to create Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now I'm going to pick a street in Halifax. Let's pick
B-A-Y-N.
Bain Street. I'd been there before. It remembers it. So I'll press Bain Street. 6,
5, 7, 2.
If I didn't want 2, I could back it up. 5. And then say yes. It's now found 6575 Bain Street, Halifax, Nova Scotia, and it's going to give me the fastest time. The options I have: the fastest time, 39 minutes, the shortest distance, 39 minutes, mostly freeways, 39 minutes, and the least use of freeways, 43 minutes. So even if I go the back roads around the city, I can still get there, even 4 minutes a little late, but I'll get there. So I always pick the fastest time. So we'll pick the fastest time, and we'll say go. It is now calculating.
Highlighted route, Youth Camp Road.
So it's asking me to proceed to the highlighted road, and it's Youth Camp Road in my area. Now you're able to stretch this out a little bit. It always keeps you basically where you are. Of course, you want to keep it centered. You could press the minus. It's going to back off a little bit. And so I'll be able to see my route here as I back off further and further. And it's taken me too far out. And you'll notice up at the top, I'm too far out now, we can't see it, but right at the top you can see the GPS latitude, longitude, coordinates: 43 degrees, 32, 26, north, 63, 46, 47, west. So if you're ever lost and you stopped, you'll always know where you are. You can give those pieces of information over your cell phone, and away you go. So this is showing me that once I get out of the road I'm at, I'm going to turn right and make my way into 6575 Main Street. The menu has different ideas. If you want to take a detour, if you want to have a point of interest you want to see on your maps, you can search by gas stations, for example. So it'll find all the fuel stations that are on the way. We got a Circle K at the end of the Prospect Road. It's the same thing as that Irving. They're in the same spot. Harriet's Field. You come down a little bit, you can see other ones further out if you want to use Wilson's or Petro-Canada. etc., etc. Then we back off of that. You can search by maybe places you want to get coffee. So it loads them up. You go to Tim Hortons in St. Margaret's Bay Road, Lakelands Boulevard, that's Cafe Wanda, Olin Crescent. All these places are within, and it tells you the kilometers that they are within or near you. So you back off of that, and you can find restaurants. So you want to eat, and when you have a particular choice, any restaurant, American, Chinese, fast food, Italian, my goodness, they're all there. Let's find pizza. Press on pizza. We know that within 2 kilometers of where I am now, I can go to Emilio's and buy a pizza. G's Pizza a little further up the road, 9 kilometers. I can get a pizza. So this is good because you're going to find places to eat. We back off of the restaurants. You can also search by emergency services. You have a problem. Where's the nearest fire department? We know there's one just 7 kilometers from us. It's good to know. It won't take them long to get here. And further out, there's all kinds of them, naturally. Takes us all the way out to Lunenburg, in fact, Mahone Bay, Enfield. These are 50 to 55 miles away, or kilometers away, I should say. That's fire departments. Need some services done to your car? Any automobile services. Let's search for any. And the nearest one, a toy box, Prospect Auto by Multitech. Multitech is one that I use a lot. So you could press Multitech, go there now. It would now check the route for you. And now you
proceed to the highlighted route, Youth Camp Road.
And so we would leave from this area and follow our GPS to get some work done, if we're able to move the car. So back to the menu. That's the address, the points of interest. Address book, previous, city, center, current location. So you want to know where you are currently? We're currently at latitude and longitude there, 44 and 63. You can actually save that. So if you save that, it puts it in a category if you want it, or you can just save it. Saves it to the address book. So let's go back. Now let's cancel. Oh. Let's go to our menu. Let's cancel our trip because we were on our way, weren't we? Yes, we want to cancel it. Let's cancel the whole trip. Don't forget we had that little trip to get a pizza or to get some repairs. So that's what are we going to do now? We're going to take a look at the address book. The address book has these places saved for me. The one I recently saved is Bayside Home, which is here. And you can edit that. So it's pretty one button. So it's telling me GPS status is working good. It can take me to certain intersections. If I want to go to a certain intersection, it'll take me there. You can also, based on that one I noticed, you can put a zip code in here.
Enter zip code.
If you know the zip code, that's 90210. You know that's Los Angeles, California, Beverly Hills. Let's go to LA, and you pick a street. So you're able to get to the location very quickly with a zip code. One thing here, I live in Canada, so we don't have zip codes, we have postal codes. So what am I going to do here? I'm going to change this to letters. So I'm going to go to B. Number 3. K. I'm going to go to number again, B through K. I want a number 2. So 2. I want a letter now. V. And I want the number 6. I'm going to enter that. It's going to select Halifax, is where I want to go. I can now go, my numbers here, enter the first name street. Oh, pardon me. I go back to the name of the street in Halifax. And it's Bain Street.
B-A-Y-N.
I already know it. I say sure. Take me to the street, the second street, McIntosh, I think it's off of. Let's go there. Corner of Main Street and McIntosh.
To the highlighted route, Youth Camp Road.
So it's going to take me, show me at the top where I'm to proceed, and that'll change. And these kilometers, 0.1 kilometer to get to that, and this particular straight arrow will change to a right or to a left. And as this is moving along, you'll be able to see which way you're going or have to go during your trip. Shows the time, the estimated time of arrival. Actually, if I leave now, and the current time, my time is 5 minutes to 1, or 12:55. So if I left now, in about half an hour, I would arrive at Bain Street. So it shows me my estimated time of arrival. I can turn the volume down with this little speaker. I say I don't want to hear her all the way into town, so I turn her off. I say thank you very much, I don't want to hear you, and that gets rid of her. It's called a one-touch because you can basically one-touch home. Do you want to enter your home address? I can say no to that. It already knows it. I can cancel the trip. I want to cancel this trip, yes. And I can put my address book. I want to go home. I don't have to add that. Sorry about that, I did that wrong. Enter the address. I'm going to Bayside. I'm going to this particular address, Youth Camp Road, number 1. Enter. Boom. Bang. And I'm on my way. It shows that in less than a minute I'll be there because, hey, I'm already here. It is 12:55. Estimated time of arrival? No, I made it. So that is the Magellan Roadmate, and I find it very, very good. When you go to when you turn the car off, it says, "All right, do you want to use the battery now? Do you want to power down now?" So I just power it down now, and my trip is over. Hope you got something out of this. I think GPS is a good thing, but you do have to be careful. They can take you to streets that may have the same name, but could be in a totally different place. For example, there is a main street in Halifax, and there's a main street in Dartmouth. So if you put the wrong main street, you could be led across the bridge and over to Dartmouth, add about 25 minutes to your trip, get on Main Street, alright, but you wanted to go to Main Street, Halifax. It's very important to pick the proper address if you're going to use your, make sure it's Halifax or Dartmouth, or make sure it is the city that you're going to. And of course, a map is your best way, and of course once you've done it once, you really don't forget. That's what I find. But it is a good guide. You're driving along a main thoroughfare or a highway, and you're going to come up against exits. This at least will get you to the proper exit. And after that, if you need a map, well, you can stop on the side of the road or at a service station, and they will give you direction to where you have to go. Highly recommend one or the other having a map on hand, and use your cell phone sometimes, not while you're driving, mind you, but your cell phone can also bring up a GPS location for you as well. Hope this is helpful. Enjoy your day. Subscribe, like, share, and have a good trip. Stay safe.